be talking about when is it okay to pay up for an item,
Yeah.
and that should create a good little dialogue. And I'm looking forward to seeing what your comments are below of the items that you're willing to pay up for
Mm-hmm.
when you're outsourcing as well. And we're going to share our solds as well from this day. We have 7 right now. We forgot to show you a ninth from yesterday,
Yeah.
so
No,
we
that
will.
was 10.
Oh, I think
Wasn't
it was
it?
the ninth. I think we had 8 and we had 9.
Maybe.
I don't know, something like that. But
Around there.
nevertheless, before we get started, my name is Aaron.
I'm Amber.
And we are full-time resellers. We go live Monday through Thursday,
Yes.
telling you all the good. So I kind of created a little short list here today of the 4 things. Let's get
We're
the
not
number
good with
right.
numbers today.
Let's get the number right. But the 4 things that you need to have in order to make it to where you can pay up for a particular item. So first of all, I would say it needs to be one of those items that you're quick to list. So you see it in your pile, your death pile, whatever pile, and it's the first one of those first little categories where you're like, okay, let me grab
Start
that.
with this.
I'll start with this. Bam. And so it needs to be something that you are super motivated to list,
Mm-hmm.
sell, and all that stuff. Would you disagree?
Would you put in there that it's quick to list? Would that
I don't
qualify,
think
or
it,
just something you're excited about?
I think it's something you're
Okay.
excited about. Yeah, I think that's the most important aspect for it. Number 2, it is not a risky item.
Okay.
So I would say like an electronical item, if you're listing it, if you don't have that much of a margin on those particular items, I would avoid them because they just become, like for example, our Goodwill has started pricing up VCRs
Mm-hmm.
to like $15, and if I can't sell that for $90,
Yeah.
I don't really want to deal with it or
Right.
work with it because it is such a high risk to come back. Now, when they were selling them for $6 and I could sell them for 40 to 50
Mm-hmm.
bucks, I'm in. But when you get to where that margin just starts to take a hit, 16 to 40, like you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider the fees and the time and everything
It's
involved.
not even just there, even at garage sales for those items, like the amount of times that they've said, oh yeah, it worked. It worked last time I played it, and we get
Yes.
it home and it's broken. Like, not something you want to
No.
pay up for.
And I will say in those situations, if it's like an electronic item, like we
Mm-hmm.
just recently picked up a Bose system, for
Mm-hmm.
example, I will look at it from a perspective of if this does not work,
Right.
how
What
much?
is it selling for parts?
Yes, if I
Yeah.
sold this for parts, so like we picked up a Bose radio for an
Mm-hmm.
example for $45, that I would be able to sell for about $80 to $90 if it did not work.
Right.
If it does work, I'll get 150.
Yeah, so there's upside.
So
Yeah.
there is upside involved, and so I don't feel as bad in those situations of swinging on that. But again, the person was willing to also plug it up, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't. This was prime time.
It's going to take too much time for you to find your cord and find the outlet.
No,
No.
thank you.
Well, risk it.
Number 3, I put excellent condition. So
Yeah.
what comes to mind for me is like if there was like a DVD set or
Mm-hmm.
series that I was interested in getting, and maybe it's only got like they want $10 for the set and it's gonna sell for 20,
Yeah.
and I want to sell it and it sells really well. I will look and inspect all the CDs
Mm-hmm.
and then make sure that it looks like it's in excellent shape before I determine to buy it,
Right.
or maybe
Even if
offer
it's
it.
just brand new, like
Yeah.
clearly that's
Yeah,
less of a risk.
yeah. I think
So.
brand new items are also just a real.
Like you can spend more on them because
Yeah.
there's less chance of a problem.
Yep, I 100% agree, and that's a good example of just excellent condition. What's better than new?
I know.
Nothing is
Yeah,
better than
exactly.
new. And then lastly, I put fast seller, which kind of tipped off on
Sorry.
the last one. But the key point there is,
So the
like,
sell-through rate is high.
I will pay up for, just to give an example, like Switch games.
Mm-hmm.
Like we paid up for a lot of Switch games recently where I might not even been making like 50% off
Right.
on the margin with regards to Switch games, but I knew once I put them in the store,
Yeah.
they were going to sell.
Yeah.
Because right now, I don't think there's any video game types of items that sell better than
Switch games. Yeah.
right now. They're just so highly desirable right now. Obviously, you can go back to stuff that you just can't find, like Sega Dreamcast, and but I can't tell you the last time I saw a Sega Dreamcast game in the wild.
How often do you get a Switch game and it doesn't work?
And that's another aspect of it, like where
rare.
they just almost always work.
I've had like a dog chew on it.
I've had one Switch game that did have chew marks and it did not work, and I've had one that had chew marks and it still worked.
Durable.
So Go figure on that
That's
one.
why Switch games are so desirable.
Yep. So
One of the reasons.
the item that we sold yesterday that we did not show, we listed it via auction, and it was
We
a
never do well on auctions.
mahjong
Mahjong. Maybe
set,
it's mahjong.
something like that. But nevertheless, it sold for $26, I think, plus shipping.
Not great. What do we spend on it?
I think we spent $5 on it.
Yeah.
And it was like an old set, and I have a hard time pricing that, and I don't have a ton of interest in it. But I knew if I got it for $5,
Yeah.
I'd be able to make some money.
Yeah.
So
We made money.
we made money, not
it's
great, but
Yeah.
I also don't know if you find like that like super rare one.
Yeah.
Like there's rare sets out there for those that can go for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So I was like, it's worth the swing. So, yeah. Any comments out there before
Nothing I want to repeat.
Okay. First up, we have for our sales, we have this hat. It is a Herschel, is the brand. Distressed leather cowboy hat. I think we actually paid up for this, which is actually, and again,
Yeah, look at that.
not
timing.
something I know much about.
Yeah.
But I wanted to learn about this because I know people have picked these up before,
Yeah.
and the only thing that stood out to why I wanted to buy it, what do you think it was?
Made in the USA.
Made in the USA.
Yes.
So
It's very well made. It's
I think
great
I
condition.
think I paid $10 for this hat.
I bet they never wore it.
And it sold for $35 plus shipping, and it sold via promoted
Or
listing.
they will love that.
Next up, we have, so this was a DVD that I mentioned and referenced in a couple videos ago, where I talked about how I put my store on a 10% discount and I was getting offers, and I got a $5 offer for this DVD.
Yeah.
And then I declined. They countered with like $13.50.
Yeah.
Which I had it listed for $17, $16.95 plus shipping, and I was like, you know what, you already pissed me off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take it. And then somebody came in and paid full price with it, not on promo, $16.95 plus shipping, which just goes to show you list the items for the right price, they will sell eventually.
They will sell. And maybe those terrible offers bumped it up.
Yes, it could very well have been the case.
Thank you.
This is a complete series of the A-Team, all 5 seasons of it, and it sold for $29.95 plus shipping.
Nice. Did we get those at the church?
Yes.
It was like $1 a piece.
Yep.
So we were in for $5.
Next up, these are some well-worn Dam Post boots. They are burgundy color leather.
You do have to kind of watch out for these type of things. Like, you want it to sell fast because you don't want it to dry rot.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to be like maintaining them and oiling them up or nothing.
We haven't had these for very long.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if it's already on the crunchy side, like, maybe avoid it.
Yeah.
What'd they sell for?
$39.87 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing. This was one where I got an offer for $21, and then I started to look into the market. It also has this like rip on the back side of it. I had it listed for $27. They offered $21. I looked at the market. $21 was about the bottom of the market.
Yeah.
So I decided to go ahead of what sold.
Right.
This was still the cheapest available.
Yeah.
But because it was like a reasonably close offer, I decided to go ahead and take it for $21 plus shipping. And again, I would have picked this up for 50 cents.
I feel like a lot of people that would have this movie in this condition probably would just throw it thinking nobody would want it. It's got like a punch out, like right where the little hole.
Yeah. So in that case, I would put it as acceptable condition due to the wear and condition of everything involved.
All right. These were $1 or $2? Carhartt jeans.
Yep.
I like men's jeans because it already has like more information than women's. But anyways, I always show these with the tape measure so they know what exact size it is. What did it sell for?
Which is probably like way more than what a guy would need because they're just going to be like, I'm a 38.
I know. It said in the title.
I'm a 38, 32. I know what I am.
But if it don't fit them, they won't return it probably. So what is it?
$15.98 plus shipping, and it sold
It
via
was really
promoted
fast.
listing.
That was one of the last things I listed.
And then last sale of the day are our plastic snowman.
Same person?
Nope.
Oh, a new buyer.
New buyer on the plastic blow mold
Yeah.
snowman, $14 plus shipping. So.
And we got those for like 20 cents a piece or something.
No, I think it was 10 cents a piece.
10 cents, okay.
So,
yeah.
but we've already sold so many of them.
Yeah.
We're already well into the profit. So anytime we sell those, we get them gone.
Yes.
So I'll be listing another one of those lots today.
Because they're
we still
all
have
different wear. So he does them at one at a time.
Yeah, I could do a quantity listing and it probably wouldn't
sorry,
know,
guys.
but I don't want to risk it.
Nope.
It's not worth it. Plus, I don't know exactly how many lots of 10 do I actually have.
I mean, you could count them, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But nothing.
Let's just show them exactly what they're getting, and then they'll be
Yep.
happy.
So that is all the sales for the
Yes.
day. So the plans for the day.
I'm going to be shipping and vacuuming downstairs, and then I do want to get to listing some clothes.
Okay.
So,
Awesome. Sounds good.
what do you do?
So I have a few golf clubs, a bat to list, and then some shoes to clean and get those
Yeah.
listed. And
You don't have that much
no,
downstairs.
I don't. I did list a lot yesterday, and I felt a little bit better.
Yeah. Dad, we have another Canon that I'm going to add to our miniature one that we need to test
Yes.
because that will be
The
fun.
black.
And we need to make a
gunpowder
video
and-
about it.
Yes.
So,
Because it'll help them sell.
Mhm.
This one's a bigger one, so it'll be
Yeah.
the grand finale Canon.
Mhm.
The little one, even though it's little,
I think it'll
sells
sell
for
yeah.
more, but the big one is just bigger.
So we need to have some fun.
Yeah,
Maybe on Sunday.
and you maybe set up a target practice.
I don't think you need to even aim at it.
No,
Like,
I think it'd be
just shoot
fun.
it.
Just fun. Just put up a target. Kids would laugh
Anyways,
if you hit the target.
so that would be fun.
Do you have projectiles? That's the other aspect.
Like bullets
Yeah, for the cannon.
for the toy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the other aspect.
We'll have
of
to
it.
look.
I'm not sure, but yeah. So today, got stuff to do.
Yeah.
I'll probably run to the thrift store before you start shipping, and then pass the baton.
Yep. So fun times. We'll see you in the morning.
Yep. Take care, everybody. Have a good
Bye.
one.